Loneliness. Let that word sink in for a little bit as it sits there on the screen, bold, open sans text. Loneliness. That's the topic of this vlog. And I'm not talking about like the loneliness you get when you're literally by yourself, or the loneliness you get when you may not have gone anywhere for a week, or the loneliness of, just not interacting with anyone. I'm just talking about loneliness in general. Loneliness is not, is not the feeling of being alone. It's more or less the feeling that no one cares. And I'm not trying to make this vlog, super sappy. I'm not going to sit here and, talk about why I feel like I'm lonely, blah, 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 blah. I am going to talk a little bit about that, but that's not the point of this vlog. Honestly, the point of this vlog is for me to speak my mind about this subject and my experiences with it. So I guess technically in a way that I'm kind of being a hypocrite here, but just hear me out. So my personal experience with loneliness lately, and by lately I mean probably the past long time. It's been longer than 6 years. I was going to say 6 years, but it's gone on longer than that. It really has. The last time I really didn't feel lonely was back when I was able to actually interact with my best friend every day. And that was back in freaking 5th grade in elementary school as a kid. Because when I was able to interact with my best friend every day, that gave me the feeling that someone outside of my family actually gave a shit about me, actually cared about me. And now that I'm outside of, school, because I didn't go to college, and I probably won't be, now that I'm out and about in real life, as I talked about in that other vlog, after 6 years of life, that sappy episode, that feeling is gone, Sure, my best friend is still out there, but, he's got his own life to deal with. So, really, I'm on my own here. And I know, but one of you're thinking, like, Dan, you got to get out and socialize. You got to get out and do this stuff. Well, let me tell you this. My job at Walmart requires me to socialize with people from anywhere from 4 to 9 hours at a time. That's pretty much socializing as it gets, I'm with the general public, and I'm socializing with both customers and my coworkers. And for the 6 years that I've been at Walmart, I've socialized with so many coworkers and seemingly made... See, and this is the thing with me. I don't know what to call a friendship anymore, which is kind of another reason I wanted to talk about this. I really genuinely don't know what to call a friendship anymore. I might as well just call everyone I've met to this point on, whether it was in school or not, and I grew up with them, an acquaintance. Because every day I get reminded that I'm still alone in this world. Why do I get reminded about that? Here, let me just go down to details here. Social media I have. Why do I have it? Why do I have it? Why do I have a phone? Why do I have a Facebook? Why do I have anything? Because at the end of the day, no one messages me. No one sends me anything. And oh, you're thinking, Dan, you got to send the messages. No, that's not how it works, okay? This feeling that no one cares about me enough to at least want to talk to me, at least want to say hi every once in a while. I don't know. It's that feeling that just makes me feel more lonely than anything. And that's the feeling I've had for years and years on end. Because if it wasn't for me sending messages to, let's see, the people at work that I, recently talked to, and I add them on Facebook, and I just so happen to send them a message. If it wasn't for those messages, my message box on Facebook or anywhere would be empty. My text messages would be empty. If we don't include texts from family, aka my mom or my little brother, my phone rather, would just be dead. I could get away with not even paying for my cell phone service and be just fine, because no one, and I literally mean no one, ever texts me or wants to text me, because no one cares. And I'm not trying to be cynical about it. I'm just saying that from my experience, I've not left a good enough impression on nobody to the point where they're like, hey, this guy's a pretty nice guy. I want to get to know a little bit more about him. Not one time. And that feeling right there, just, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's not a good feeling at all, honestly. And then you have to think about how to deal with loneliness, aside from obviously going out and socializing. Because I work 5 days a week. I'm off Friday and Saturdays, but on Friday and Saturdays, I literally just don't do anything because I don't have anything to do anyone to do anything with, sorry. But I don't know. I really don't know. A lot of times I ask myself the same question every week. Or every time I seemingly start talking to someone and then later on down the road they just stop talking to me, or they don't want to make an effort to talk to me, which is what happens every time, by the way. I send a message to someone and that conversation dies in a matter of like a few seconds. What is it about me that makes it not possible for people to socialize or to conversate with me or to want to conversate with me? I don't understand it, really. And I'm not trying to talk myself up. I know I'm not a perfect individual. I'm not, the greatest individual ever, but I'm still human here. And I'm still a person. I just don't understand what I'm doing wrong in life to the point to where, say, I'm talking to someone who I just want to, try and have a chat with, and nothing happens. Or say I'm talking to a girl that I seemingly am getting along with fairly well, and I say, you know what, and we share information, and I'm texting them, and all of a sudden they just don't care. And I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest. The feeling of loneliness is a hard one to shake. And trying to do things to take my mind off of loneliness, aka play games, I'm less lonely when I'm on the internet because at least I have a group of friends on the internet, When I'm streaming on Saturdays, when I'm playing games with the guys, however rare that may be nowadays, at least then I don't feel as lonely. But I don't think that's a suitable substitute for, to completely take my mind off being lonely. And it's hard, man. It really is. And it's videos like this that really does help me, I guess, de-stress, because I'm just, like I said, speaking my mind. But it sucks. It really does. Knowing that every time, I've interacted with so many coworkers, so many people from school back in the day. I've added so many people on Facebook. And over 6-year time span of being away from school and working at Walmart and socializing with all these people, not one person cares enough to want to talk to me. Not one person. And not one person is genuinely interested in me at all. And I don't know why. Because I look at other people's friendships, and it might just be me. It might just be me, honestly. Because I've always, like I said, I've always been jealous of my little brother because of his ability to socialize. Because right now he's in high school. He's in the senior year of high school, and he's had like 100,000% more success interacting with people than I did. And he has so many friends who actually speak to him on Facebook. So I see, active friendships are a thing, And I'm not saying I didn't socialize with nobody back in high school, because I did, I had people that I talked to every day. In band, I had like a group of friends that I considered friends in high school. But yet these people are gone now. It's like literally after high school, just literally scissors just went and there went my social life, I don't freaking know. I really don't. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I guess really the word to describe it is I'm just disappointed, to be honest. And the longer it goes on, the more I just want to keep to myself, Like I said, YouTube kind of helps with the issue of being lonely. Making the videos makes me feel like I'm a part of something. Interacting with you guys and seeing you guys' comments on the videos makes me feel a little bit better about, being lonely and such. But it doesn't substitute for, what's happening right now in life where I am. The fact of the matter is the feeling of loneliness is just there, And I can't depend on my family for long, Because eventually I'm going to have to be away from family. Eventually I'm going to move out and I'm going to be on my own. And my family's not always going to be there. I'm not always going to have my little brother to hang out with. I'm not always going to have mom to talk to, I'm going to be out on my own. And I've got to, when I am out there on my own, I can't even find the words for it, When I am out there on my own, I'm not going to have anyone to talk to either way. I mean, I don't really know. I really don't know. It's all about the future. Because it just seems like every time I try to reach out, my wrist just gets slapped. It's like, no. It's like, hey, you want to talk? No. It's just like, I don't know, man. I just really don't know. I don't know. I really don't. But I've dragged on long enough. I guess I'll go ahead and wrap up this video. So thank you guys for tuning in this morning, sitting here listening to me. If you did, I appreciate it. And I guess I'll see you guys next time with some more videos. See you then, and thank you guys for watching. Give me your time and your support. I appreciate that. See you guys next video.